Just walking on a nice little 2-track logging road. We've got trees over on this side. Lots of cedar, lots of fir. Over on this side, the fir has been replanted. It's about 6-7 years old over there now. You can see that the bracken fern, those reddish brown things, are almost as big as the fir trees. Lots of stumps. And clearcut's good habitat for deer. We see those a lot. Coyotes hang out in there. Lots of little rodents. Lots of bunnies. And this is where they hang out in the evenings when they're hiding away from the predators. It rained really heavily here last couple of days, and today we haven't had any rain at all. And look at that way up there, can you see? Blue sky. Amazing. If you could see how much water fell here yesterday, it would just astonish you that we still have a blue sky left to shine on anybody. Yellow trees over there are alders. There's a birch that really doesn't belong here. Probably got carried in by some bird or something. Not something that grows here by itself unless it gets carried in by somebody. Oh, there's big leaf maple. Lots of salmonberry bushes. I see lots of huckleberries. Little's going to turn onto this trail because it's her favorite. I'm not quite sure why it's her favorite, but it is. It's got lots of little twisty curvies. Well, here's one of the reasons. There's blackberries off to the side of there, and when the blackberries are ripe, she eats them. And when the blackberries aren't ripe, she eats the leaves. Fiddle's a real endurance horse. She believes that any time she is not actually moving forward at speed, she should be eating. Lots of birds out today. So now we're going through some secondary growth. This was probably cut down probably 20 years ago. And now we get back to the edge of real trees, way up there. That's not an old growth, but it's certainly not a 20-year-old tree anymore. And then we'll turn over onto this trail, which is one of my favorites because it's pretty, and I usually see coyotes in here. Although with me talking away, they'll probably hide from me today. Come back down here towards a huge clear cut. This was cut out about 4 or 5 years ago. And they just took out everything on the hill. And so now, of course, the hill is gradually starting to erode. There used to be a lot of trails up and down the side of this hill that I'm at the top of. And now there's 2. And they're both washing out. But everything else is washed down to the bottom. So there's a lot of trail material down at the bottom of this hill. And a lot of gullies where the trails used to be up at the top. Here's our blue sky again. A little bit of it, not a whole bunch. Hey, it's November. I'm happy to get any blue sky I can get. Ooh. So now you can see way down there, those little green tufts are Douglas fir trees. And everything else is just scrap. It's a lot of salal and fern and stumps.